Hi guys, so this call is for your Q&A regarding Grace Hopper celebration. I'm very excited that you all are going there. Feel free to ask any questions about what you got to do.
How should we approach the recruiters so that we get the most out of the opportunity and like we have the opportunity to have the on-site interviews right there during the Grace Hoppers event? Because I guess I read that I am graduating in 2024, so maybe some recruiters might schedule the interviews after the Grace Hopper conference, like the
That's
online
true.
interviews.
They do give preference to people who are immediately available, but that does not mean you do not have a chance. If you go there, like put yourself out there, being available, like give a great elevator pitch, like stand out. You should stand out than the rest of the people. And then yes, I think the timing should not be a big problem. When you go there and they are scheduling your interview later, make sure to write notes. Write their name, get their LinkedIn, follow up. If you're graduating late, then follow up because, yes, following up as soon as you leave Grace Hopper and then following up every month, like a frequency that is comfortable to them as well. So that is very important. Like keep following up.
So I had one more question, like regarding the technical skills. Like, suppose, like, does every booth have software engineers during the Grace Hoppers, or most of the booths have only recruiters who then like forward our names or recommend us for the interview by the software engineers?
So they will be having both. Mostly they will have both software engineers who will be interviewing you for the interview, and there are going to be HRs or tech recruiters who will be screening you for the first round. So the people who you go there and talk to them first, they are usually HRs or tech recruiters, and they're going to match your skills. So tech recruiters will have some skills in their mind for which they're looking for candidates, and you go there, tell them, give them your elevator pitch, and then they will send you to respective team. So there are times when they have different multiple teams that are hiring, and they know the requirements of different teams, and they'll send you to respective software engineer who's hiring for that team. About the Xerox, I told some of you guys, I think I told my mentees that if you print it out on a thicker paper, which
Okay.
is a nicer paper than the regular paper, then they're going to touch the paper. They're going to feel it like, oh, this is really good. Where did you get this from? And you have an impression like, one, dress well, second, the paper, and they're going to feel it and they're like, oh, that's a good effort that you made. So
Hmm.
it kind of works. It worked for me at least. It's kind of icebreaker, and it kind of gives you an opportunity to speak more with the recruiter.
Wanted to ask, like based on your experience in the previous Grace Hoppers conference, like do the engineers go deep into the lead code type problems or resume deep dive of the project's technical skills,
Yes.
or like is it different than the online interviews which we have through regular applications and the GHC? Like what's the difference, or it's almost identical the interview process?
Will be screening with directly HR. Online interview will be skipped. Online coding round, that will be skipped. But depending on the company, you will get different sort of questions. So if you go for Bloomberg, you're going to get lead code medium to hard. Bloomberg, Apple, Tesla. You're really interested in Apple and you think that you are able to do lead code medium to hard questions, or just the top 30 questions from lead code. If you've done Apple questions, then I think go on the first day because they will hire and they
Okay.
will ask questions. So first round will be just screening, tech recruiter. They'll send you to different teams who's going to ask you question. Then those teams are going to ask you, depending like whether they want you to write a pseudocode that does not need to have fixed syntax. They might take you. So some interviews might happen in the same hall where
Hmm.
where the whole career fair is taking place, expo hall. And some interviews, some people are going to give you a schedule, they'll give you a time, and there's a whole different room, a hall for interviews. So that is like a pitch perfect silence room, like a big hall with a tent kind of setup in there, and it's going to be it is going to feel intimidating. I will
Mm-hmm.
not lie, it is going to feel intimidating, but because there'll be just one person in that small room, like it's going to be as small as my desk. A little bit. But it's going to be just a small room where just you, interviewer, that could be tech interview as well as HR interview. They're going to sit in the room. For tech interviews, they might give you a blackboard and the chalk to write, whiteboard and a pen, something like that. So you write your pseudocode, and some might even just ask you data structures.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh,
how to define a pointer? For example, if you have C, C++ experience, how to create and destroy a pointer. For Golang, it will be like, how do you create a map? How do you
mm.
do a list? How do you split a list? Give me a regex for so and so. String questions and array questions are very basic, and do expect those kind of questions to come for sure.
Did any of the interviewers ask like deep dive into the Java concepts like garbage collection, multi-threading, like all the concepts, hash map,
Actually,
reading the data structures in the Java programming language?
I was not asked questions based on Java a lot, but I was asked questions based on my resume, all my technical projects, like deep dive into my project. They even gave me a system design question, like, okay, this is the situation. How are you going to? So I have a DevOps experience as well.
Yeah.
So I used to write Jenkins CI/CD pipeline. So they gave me a question like, okay, this is the company, this is how many projects there are, and how are you going to create a pipeline to minimize the load on Jenkins, because I wrote Jenkins. So they did ask me deep dive questions in Jenkins and deployments, my resume, uh, Docker, Kubernetes, and I also wrote experience in Golang. So I was asked how to create structures like uh,
Mm.
packages in Golang, and how map list dictionary works in Golang. Like create a dictionary, because there is a different syntax in Golang. You have to do like colon equals. I forgot everything. Now I'm working in Python, so I
Okay.
don't know anything. I will go with another question that Brenda has written. Do business cards help? Business cards help. If I mean, they can if you just want to network, but for resume purposes, for job searching purposes, maybe a little, not much. I would not say they're gonna help much. I have not experienced it personally, but how I see it, if I was a recruiter, was like, okay, I can connect with this person, but I'm not sure if they're looking for a job. That's going to be my opinion on it. The badge that GHC will give you, that will have your LinkedIn. So people are going to scan that and connect with your email and LinkedIn, which is cool tech actually. GHC has
So the resume is also on the tag, or we have to hand over the like the paper resumes.
um you will have to hand over your paper resumes for sure. Like take at least
Mm-hmm.
30. Yes, so when you go onto the booth, they usually, like, if they are hiring or not hiring, or they're planning to get back to you later, they're going to have you scan a QR code on your phone, and you will fill your details, name, email, resume on it.
Can you give us some tips about how to navigate about, because there are so many booths, so many students are there. So did you target the bigger companies in the first 2 days, or like should we target the mid size and the small companies where there is lesser crowd, and then when the crowd come like becomes less in the bigger companies, then we should go for them during the third day, like how to go up. And did you prepare a proper list like this one with sponsorship booth? Like which days you have to visit which all companies.
Yes. So this was I did not prepare much. I just saw that how to approach companies on other YouTube video. That's it. So my thing was, I had a list of companies that I did want to get in, which included PayPal, LinkedIn, um, Tesla. But I also did not have a job, and GHC was being conducted after 2 or 3 years after COVID.
Yeah.
So we did not have any reference. I did not have any reference because it was different before, it was different after. A lot of companies like PayPal didn't even come, Google didn't come, they were not hiring, Snapchat was not hiring. So I was very confused at that time, like, okay, what to do? Now that you have me and all the people who went before, like last year, as a reference point, the companies I would target is ADP, Barclays. Also, the thing is, open their all the companies. You have the list, right? So
Yeah.
open their websites, see which company is hiring for software engineer,
Hmm.
and make a list of those companies and go there. I did not do that, and LinkedIn was not hiring. I spent 30 minutes of my first day just waiting for LinkedIn.
Oh.
So day one is going to be very hectic and most productive. So try to visit as many companies on day one. Day two will be a little bit chilled out because I am very positive you all will have one offer by the end of day one. Congratulations already. Yes, you will make it, I'm sure. Yes, you will make it. No, for sure. So by the end of the second day will be a backup option. So day one, you get a job. Day two, you look for another backup. And end of the day, do make sure to attend all the socials, parties. You meet a lot of different people there. So take paper resumes for sure. Go help each other find different companies, target medium companies. Make a list if it is possible. Otherwise, I mean, within 1 or 2 hours, you will know what to do. And day one, you will be done with most of the companies.
Okay.
Day two will be finding backup, like I said, and day three will be getting all the goodies and photographs.
Based on your experience, did you notice like were the companies targeting mostly the bachelor students for like the I don't in not in no, the non-international students like the native students, or many companies were going for diversity hiring in the sense females plus Asians or maybe international students and plus master's degree?
It does not really matter if you're good enough. You don't have to think about all that stuff. Go there with all confidence, and it does not matter. It does not matter which diversity, race, country, where you're from. You have a master's, which is definitely a plus, which is obviously you are among like what I would say a top 5% of the women in tech that you made it there. So you're already among the best. They know that. So adding a little bit more confidence makes the difference.
So, what should we focus more on, like lead coding, or like the behavioral like should we prepare for the behavioral scenarios also, which they might ask, because I have had experience, and they, for instance, Amazon focuses more on the star behavioral questions than the like they have more emphasis on the behavioral side than the technical side. And like in general, just like can you explain what technical things for a software engineer specifically in the backend position except lead code, what should
Yes. So lead code time is gone already. 1 week left. So definitely now all you can do is work on your behavioral questions. So like you said, Amazon asks really good questions, and their principles are, if you can prepare for Amazon's interview, behavioral interview, following the star method. Star method is just a word given, like a lingo given by tech people, but this is how you go and explain anyone, right? That
yeah.
this was the situation, that was the problem, and how I approached it, and the result, right? That's how you should do it in general. Because without knowing the situation, the person cannot help you. Like, they won't know what you're doing. So that should go like in naturally with you. But
Yeah.
yes, elevator pitch works a lot. So when
Okay.
you're talking about elevator pitch, go in there with full confidence. Like, you have like 100 or 50% confidence. Show it like you have 200% confidence. I had no job. I was scared as hell, but you wear that fake smile. Like,
Yeah.
you wear that fake smile, go there with fake confidence, and in no time, that fake smile will turn into a real smile, and that fake confidence will turn into a real confidence. And this is how it will happen. Like, you manifest what happens with you. Fake it
Like
till you make it. So just fake it. But and until you don't get a job, keep faking it. Elevator pitch is nothing but just your introduction.
Mm.
Again, we software engineers have complicated things. It's very simple. I'm old school. It's very simple. Go there. If they are tech recruiter, go ask, tell them your skills. Software engineer, tell them more about your project. Well, mostly software engineers don't care about skills, like what languages you worked on, because a little bit of language is going to help, like sharing a little bit of what languages you worked on, but mostly they do not care, because if you have worked and if you've worked on good project and if you worked on one language, I think you can get any job and you can get job done in any language. I had zero experience of Python. My job is primarily Python based. I had zero experience in Golang. My internship was completely Golang. And before that, I also worked on PHP and I had no experience of PHP. So it's not about language for software engineers. It's never about language. It's just how, if you know things or you don't. Data structures and how you approach basic if else. That's it. What is a few things that you felt very insignificant, but it helped you a lot? Insignificant. Well, there was nothing insignificant as in going there, because the minute you enter, it is going to be a huge hall filled with just women. And you're going to feel so much overwhelmed, maybe a little bit underconfident, because that's how I also felt. But then, like I said, fake it till you make it. You have to fake it. There is no option, because the minute you show that fear on your face, it does not put a good impression. And wear a smile 24/7. I hate meeting a lot of people. I literally, it is a dreadful thing for me. I do not want to see, like, last night I went to Garba and there were so many people and I was like, oh my God, I do not want to see this many people. But just to come out as a not rude person, I am rude. But just to come out as a not rude person, you have to keep that smile on. I didn't care about the Garba, obviously I was frowning, but when you're at GHC, you have to keep smiling. Keep smiling, keep your head up. Then things that did help insignificant was wear shoes. Do not wear heels, do not wear sandals that are not comfortable, that you cannot wear for 7-8 hours. Put some snacks in your backpack. I did not take snacks and I was feeling dizzy at the end of the day. They will be having some coffee sometimes, like around 4 or 5 they will bring some snacks in, a lot that you won't like. They do have food booths that they'll charge you like $10-15 and give like very small quantity that won't be filling. So I would say that, I mean, definitely buy food, eat food, what they have. As a vegetarian, I had little options too, but they give really small quantities and I feel very hungry. Like that food won't help me much and I'd feel dizzy. And day one, you'll be mostly so busy that you will forget eating food. So keep bars in your bag, right? And next will be wear nice makeup. Like I think this is next question. What did you wear and any tips on that? So yes, wear nice makeup, like nice lipstick. Do not keep touching it. Like you can go to the washroom, but you won't get time for going in the washroom and doing a touch up. So just a basic nude makeup, primer, foundation, mascara, lipstick. That's it.
Circles.
Nothing.
I
got dark circles. I mean, just look polished. What I mean, like look polished. If you're wearing any clothes, make sure they are well ironed. I did not wear shirts and pants because that is too formal. So I will not recommend wearing shirt and pants. Wear business casual. Just t-shirt tops with pants, like wear nice flare pants or wear wide leg pants or wear like crop pants, any kind of pants, like because you'll be also walking and sitting a lot, so wearing a dress will be super uncomfortable. Then wear nice tops, like a little bit of glitter here and there won't hurt. A nice red color or girly like pink won't hurt. Like go bold. go what your style is. Go comfortable. Don't wear something that you are not feeling comfortable about. Okay, we are running out of time here. Zoom won't let me record after that. So get headshots for sure for your LinkedIn. My current LinkedIn profile is headshot from
That one is from
GSA.
LinkedIn. Oh, sorry, GHC.
Yes. Go talk to people. Like anyone you meet, make sure you take their LinkedIn. Help each other. Talk to a lot of girls. Go there and compliment girls. Okay, do this thing. If you like someone, oh, I love your outfit. You know, this sounds very fake, but this helps because they're going to compliment you, which is going to boost your confidence and you'll be boosting their confidence. So it kind of works both ways. So go compliment people. Like, will go with love, confidence, and you will get what you want. Go with this thing that I want the job and you will get it. I hope this was a helpful session for you guys. All right, so let's wrap it up here. All the very best for you guys. I
Thank you.
hope you all get jobs, and when you do get a job, and if I do post this on YouTube, do make sure to like,
Comment.
comment, and subscribe. Don't you do this? Like, comment, subscribe, and if you get a job, then put a post on LinkedIn. Like that will be very helpful because Anita B is not paying me, or they are not even sponsoring my ticket for mentoring you guys. So it will be really helpful if you guys can just put a LinkedIn post or recommendation on my profile that hey, I'm a good mentor, so maybe I can become a manager sooner.
Yeah, sure.
All right. See you guys. Good luck. I'll help you out whenever you need. Bye.